everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. This is a team that may be out of the playoff chase at this point, but they're an organization with a ton of pride. And they'll be playing hard all the way to the final whistle of the final game, no matter where they are in the standings. It's the Texans going up against the Cowboys.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flush to his right. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he is knocked down from the side at the 16. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They run again with Foreman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset,
yep.
Draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And on 2nd and 10 now. So the D-line's going to spread out. Carl try it again on 2nd down. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On play action, it's Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Trying to stick with Dez there, got too physical, pass interference.
I like your note there, so physical. Hard for any defender to cover Dez Bryant without drawing a pass interference call.
From midfield, here's Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 20! Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 10 yards still left on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Watson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go!
Now Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Watson on 3rd down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 in excellent field position here. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A carry for Foreman. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17 to 7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Start on the ground with Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zach Cunningham leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a play fake. Carr flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Pulled in at the 24. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Now a first down throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll run with Foreman. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Again, it's Foreman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on second is Watson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
We got 4 down.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw on 3rd down. Carr. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to...
This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Houston. 61 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead. And his kick is right through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
6-18.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The final shot here before half for Carr. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Give him 17 on the pickup there. The Texans also get a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Foreman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Texans on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Off of play action, it's Watson. Complete, he finds Bray. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Here's Foreman. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans add on. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. It's caught right side. It turns. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Whitney Merciless in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now Carr, got to have this one. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big-time play there for the Texans. 57 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans continue to pour it on. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. First down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
To throw, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Sharif Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Cowboys on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. On play action, it's Carr. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Zach Cunningham in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here telling us stretch this thing out a little bit?
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. What? 90.
On 3rd down, Miller. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here's Brad Wing now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Cowboys on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. One final try now for Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.